01, sir. You have an attorney. Go ahead, Counsel Scheib.
Jessica Scheib, on behalf of Mr. Smith, who is formal reading, understands his constitutional rights and stands guilty.
I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. Court dates are December 28, 2023. It is a probable cause conference followed by preliminary examination, January 4th, 2024. Again, January 4th, 2024, preliminary examination, 1:45 p.m. It's not a.m. I don't think anybody would be here at 1:45 a.m. in the morning. For both matters are in front of Judge King. Mr. Smith, did you hear both court dates?
Would that be in person, Judge?
I believe the probable cause is going to be by Zoom. I do not know as to your preliminary examination, sir.
Okay.
Okay, but you understand both court dates?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's see what else. All right. One is bond condition. Mr. Smith, is that one? You are not to possess any type of firearms or other dangerous weapons, homemade weapons, pepper sprays, tasers, brass knuckles. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's see. And who's for the people?
Lisa Coyle, on behalf of the people, Your Honor. Your Honor, the people are requesting a remand in this matter. The victim was 62 years old. His cause of death was a single gunshot wound to the back. This right now, currently, Mr. Smith is under sentence for 2023 armed robbery felony firearm, which he received 8 to 20 years for the armed robbery of a Jets pizza driver. He also is under sentence for a 2023 carjacking, which he received 10 to 25 out of Oakland County, carjacking and assault with intent murder, in which that is out of Oakland County, Your Honor. In this matter, this is also a delivery driver. This is a Domino's pizza delivery driver. The phone used was traced back, and it traced back to the armed robbery of the Hungry Howie driver on September 5th of 2022. Then there was an armed robbery of the Jets delivery driver on 9/3 of 2022. They all occurred at a vacant house on Lenore, and a neighbor around that home had a video. The video in this matter shows the victim arriving and the defendant in the driveway already. The victim comes to bring his pizzas from his car. He and the defendant have a verbal exchange. The defendant is seen with the gun in his right hand, and he fires. The victim goes down to the ground, and the defendant flees. There was a casing at the scene recovered. From some very good police investigation, they recovered casings at different areas. They compiled them, and they looped all these cases together. I'm going to go to, since he is under sentence, Your Honor, bond is not of the moment, but it is as to the amount, and I'm asking for remand because also there was an investigation that led to speaking to a female who stated that her boyfriend, not this defendant, who is also a co-defendant, who's a juvenile in another armed robbery, she had witnessed it. Both her and her boyfriend observed the pizza man come to the vacant house, park in the driveway. They both approached the victim was holding pizzas. Then they returned to her car And now this defendant, Mr. Smith, is wearing a ski mask. She said that he had a gun when he left the car and he had a gun coming back. They also have audio identification of the calls made to Domino's Pizza. And Mr. Smith's voice are identified as being the caller ordering the pizzas. Your Honor, based on other bad acts, I guess it's going to be similar acts that's going to come into play in this matter, but also on hard evidence, witness evidence, that it is a strong case for the people, that the defendant was one of the people that committed the murder and robbery of the complainant in this matter, Your Honor. He is under sentence for similar armed robberies regarding pizza delivery men. He is a grave danger to society. We know that he is not going anywhere anytime soon because he is under sentence for a couple of those armed robberies, Your Honor. So in this matter, I am asking for remand.
All right, and Counsel Coyle, can you tell me the armed robbery, when did that occur?
This armed robbery
No,
occurred,
not this case, the one that he's under sentence, or he's
So
in the
armed
Department of
robbery-
Corrections.
I have it down. The Oakland County case occurred, the date of offense was November 28th of 22. And
And is that
this
the
one
only
is-
case that, go ahead.
no, I was going to tell you the Jets driver, that occurred on September 3rd of 22. That's the other one he's under sentence for. That's a Wayne County case.
Okay.
So
And so he's in the Department of Corrections for one or both matters.
for both of them.
Okay, all right. Counsel
And-
Shive?
And many of these actually, because.
Oh, hold on.
I'll
Go ahead, Counsel
quickly-
Coyle. I thought you finished.
I did almost. I just wanted to note that not only one of the robberies and the homicide was on video, there was another robbery of the September 5th was also on video. And these are Ring cameras, I assume, or some kind of house surveillance.
Thank you. Counsel Shive, go ahead.
Your Honor, Mr. Smith is 18 years old. He's a lifelong resident. He was living with his parents. He's currently serving a sentence and is going to be released 2033. I am respectfully asking the court to consider any bond that's not a remand. I know that the court usually gives remand on these matters, Your Honor. However, we are hoping he can get credit for time served. These are allegations. He is presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, Your Honor.
Thank you, folks. I've heard the representations from both sides, people and the defense. The court, when considers a monetary or cash bond, court needs to look at the clear and convincing standard. Mr. Smith right now is in the Department of Corrections for at least two cases which involve violence. This case, even though it was in September of 2022, it is still violent. Somebody died. Felony murder, first degree, armed robbery, okay, in this particular matter. I've heard enough that for the court to determine that Mr. Smith definitely is a danger to the community as well as to any specific person, mostly to the danger of the community. And it took a while because for this case that was in September 2022, there was a lot of investigation to go on. And it came back that it was Mr. Smith, but Mr. Smith is still presumed innocent. That court takes clearly into consideration that he is presumed innocent of all charges, but also the court looks at other prior convictions to see whether or not he's still to be considered a danger. Okay, this particular matter, he is not going to get a monetary bond. He's going to be remanded to the county jail. Okay. Not only that, I believe under Rule 6.106, Michigan court rules is that committed a violent felony, as well as in this matter, which would be murder. Okay, the court does have the option to do a remand, to detain him, or to give him a cash bond. I believe that Mr. Smith is better off. Well, let's just say that Mr. Smith is to be remanded. Okay, but Mr. Smith, good luck. Hopefully, you continue. You get your representation, but it's going to be a remand. And sir, what I'll say is no weapons and no contact with any witnesses in this case. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. That concludes Mr. Smith's arraignment.